This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk us through this 2023 Jayco Redhawk SE motorhome, model number 22C. So this is a bit of a how-to video. I'm just going to go over some of the features and show you how they work. When it comes to the front end and the chassis, we'll take you through that stuff when you pick up. This is just something to refer back to. I'm just going to touch on some stuff, okay? So right now you have LP in it, and this is where you fill it if you haven't owned one of these before. This cap comes off here and they hook it up, the filler up there. This is important. This is where you can turn the LP off by turning this clockwise till it shuts. That's important to know. That's how you shut your LP off, okay? There's a gauge there, the bleeder valve there, but that's important, okay, to know. That's obviously the furnace vent. This is a service panel for the refrigerator. You don't really have to go in there, just for maintenance or repair. This is your water heater. Right now it's empty because this trailer or this motorhome is winterized. So right now it's empty. You can see the cap is off the drain, right? The cap is located, I just saw it in one of the drawers in the kitchen, so that's where that's at. This works on both gas and electric. The switches to operate are inside the trailer. I'll show you those when we get in there. Thing to remember about this, if you've never had one, is never run it without water in it. So it's drained now, of course, and the valves are bypassed, but before you turn it on, especially the electric heating element, never run it without water in it. So you always want to make sure it fills up. You fill it by hooking up the city water. Of course, you'd put this will be in camping mode, and then the cap will be on it. But you hook up the city water, then you'll just open a hot water valve and let it fill up. And once it's full, you know, when you first start filling it, you'll get air coming out of the faucet. Then it'll be a mixture of air and water spitting out. Eventually, you get to solid water. That's how you know it's full. So never run it dry. Alrighty, and we have, well, let me step back. You got outside speakers. You have a power awning with LED strip. This is the vent for the range hood. You can see there's some buttons on it, some latches on it, and a baffle in there. Right now it's closed, but if you're going to be venting to the outside when you're cooking, you want to get up there with your thumb or index finger and pop those two latches so the baffle flaps freely. So whenever you're venting, you want it to flap freely. When you're traveling or in storage, you can just keep it shut like it is. Okay. Now, here we have a TV signal out and a power. These are just controllers here. Okay. This one happens to be a solar controller. It looks like for the it's hard to see which one this is. It doesn't really matter which one is. The switches are all inside, but this is 30 amp solar controller, I believe. So I'll show you the panel for the or the controller for the solar panel inside. Okay. Now you have a quick connect here for the LP system. So if you want to add carry a grill with you or a griddle, you can get one of those. Just make sure you get the one that fits, that is the correct pressure for a motorhome, right? You can't use a regular outside grill because that's about 20 pounds pressure, I believe. The one you use for this is more like 11, 12 pounds, something like that. So just make sure you get the right pressure. Okay, I'm gonna start shutting these off here because they do have motion activated lights, but I don't know if they're all set that way. Here's two positions. So okay, you got a ladder, which makes it easy to inspect the roof. The manufacturer states every 90 days or so. Now someone needs to look at the roof, make sure there's no cracking or separation caused by the caulk or sealant failing. Make sure there's no damage to the roofing materials or roofing attachments done by, let's say, low branches, road debris, something like that. So you can't see what's happening on the roof unless you look. So to protect your investment, you want somebody to inspect it regularly, part of your regular maintenance. Okay, this is your slide room. This one is referred to commonly as a Schwintech, even though it's owned by a company called Lippert now, but people will still refer to it as a Schwintech. They'll know what you're talking about. Okay. This is water here. So you have your two low point drains here, of course. Now up here, boy, it's not focusing very well, is it? Why is that? That's strange. Anyway, you can see the list. You know, you have two valves in two positions to put the valves in. City water, which is the most common, would be position 2 and 6. So this is actually, it would be like this for city water. If you want to fill the tank, it's 1 to 6, 1 and 6, so on and so forth. So it's very simple to use. Okay, I'm going to shut this off too, just because I don't know how they've got it set. Your power cord comes out here, 30 feet long, 30 amp. Okay. Your city water hookup is right here. This is the most common way to get water to the trailer. Like I told you, you can fill with fresh water tank and pump it out over here by selecting the correct valves. That way, if you're camping someplace without city water, you know, you're going to a beach or something, or just anywhere that doesn't have city water, you can fill the fresh water tank and take it with you. Use the onboard pump to pump the water. This is the black tank flush. So after you dump the black tank valve, right? There's a black and a gray. Black tank is toilet water and waste. After you dump that, you can leave the valve open. It says on the sticker, leave the valve open. Hook the hose at the dump station on here, turn it on. It'll spray out the black tank. Clean it out really well, plus it'll clean off the sensor so you get a good accurate reading. Okay. More storage. Fuel fill right there for your, let's see what we got here. Yeah, fuel fill right there. You have your generator is out here, although you can control it from out here. I'm not going to take the panel off, but you can operate it from out here, but obviously you're generally going to do it inside the trailer. But you have two latches that'll open up. Make sure you read the manual and change the oil when you need. Do it properly by the book, because they'll give you directions about, you know, when you first need to change the oil, how many hours you have on it, and so on and so forth. So make sure you look at that so you understand. Okay. Okay. So obviously this is all the front end stuff that they'll go over this with you. Okay. So when it comes to your house batteries, if I can get this up here with one hand. Oh, he's got a latch now. Okay. No wonder I can't get it. But you have your two batteries, right? This is just for the house. Your chassis batteries under the hood where they normally are. I'll get that when I'm done. So your switch to turn on the power back here is right here. Okay. Exterior light, your power awning is right there. In and out. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite or at your vehicle, make sure it's rolled in so it doesn't get damaged by the weather. Power step on and off, speaker, inside speaker on and off. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green, like it is. Should go back to green here. Okay, so the first was LP test, the second was carbon monoxide test, and that slow beep is your low battery alarm. So if it beeps slowly like that, it's telling you your battery's low. This is your solar controller here. This is the panel. So you can check your voltage, your DC voltage in here, the current from your panels being stored in the battery, so on and so forth. You can go through the different pages of it. It tells you more than you ever need to know. It tells you all kinds of stuff. So you're really going to have to read up on that a little bit. Or better yet, you go to GoPower's website. They got tons of stuff there, but they also have tons of they have videos, all kinds of things you could look at, so you can get a better idea. But the bottom line is the solar panel is going to be converting sunlight to electricity and storing it in your battery no matter what. This just gives you a better idea of what's happening, okay? Okay. So in we go. Of course, your table can fold down into a bed if you want it to. This is all your stuff here. You get an extra water filter, your remotes are here, everything you need, all the literature is in there. So up here is your other solar panel, or your main solar panel, I guess you would say. Your tank heaters, this has heaters on all the tanks so you can extend your camping season. You turn that on, it's got heating pads on them, it'll extend your season. Water pump is here. I told you to use the water pump to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. You also use it to winterize the motorhome. To turn your LP gas, or your gas water heater on LP there, to turn the electric element on there. Never run it without water in it, like I said. You got a slide button here, but there's also one in the bedroom. That seems to be the more common one. You have a power inverter here. So keep in mind, inversion, in case you don't know, first of all, conversion, which you do have a converter right here. This conversion converts AC to DC power, right? It also charges your battery. The inverter does just the opposite. It goes from 12 volt DC and converts it to 110 AC. So it has an inverter on it too. Of course, you also have your generator. So to operate it, you're going to push stop till the light comes on. That's priming it. Okay. Okay, let's do it one more time. It hasn't been run today, so you have it right there. I suppose you can hear that running, but it's that simple. It has an automatic, I'm trying to think of the name of the switch right now. I should know this. Well, I'll just shut up before I say something wrong. I'm going to shut it off right now because we are plugged into shore power, so we don't need the generator at this point. So I told you about the baffle outside, right, to open. This is your fan and your light. If you're running this fan, you want that baffle outside flapping freely. This is a convection microwave. Okay, then you have a cooktop here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so this one you have to light with a lighter. I just want to try to make sure here. Yeah, you have to use a lighter, like a grill lighter, to light that. Always keep this down when you're traveling. I told you about here. This is the cap for the water heater drain. Here you have some, I don't know if they're drapes or sheets, or looks like drapes actually. Alrighty. So your refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator. Gas absorption means it'll run on 110 AC or it'll run on LP gas. So right now, if you push, it's on right now. You push that button to turn it on. It's on. You hit the mode button, and it's running off of gas right now. But the way you're going to run it almost always is A with the electrical plug, which means automatic electricity. That basically what that means is it's always going to seek out regular electricity, 110 AC, and use it. If it can't find it, it'll automatically switch over to gas. Or if you have a power failure in the day or the night, whatever, it'll sense that, switch over to gas so you don't spoil your food. So let me turn it. So that's the most common. You can push it again and go to just gas. You could pull it down the road on just gas if you wanted to, but this is the most common configuration with the temperature all the way up. Okay. That's a gas absorption refrigerator. Your antenna is here. You just spin it. Obviously, it's not the old style that cranks up. It's just a disc up there that spins. Okay. Your thermostat is right here. It's an analog thermostat. So you keep your fan on automatic, right? One click to the right will do your heat. One click pass off to the left will run the fan. The fan is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. It just circulates air. You click it 2 clicks, you get cooling, which is the full air conditioner. So it's very simple. Down here, as I told you, this is the power converter. This is opposite of the inverter. This goes from shore power, regular AC power, to see if I get it to open here without a tool. Oh, there it is. So this goes from AC to DC. So you see, you got regular circuit breakers there, like you'd see at home, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here, and you've got 12 volt fuses, right? They're all labeled here. 12 volt fuses. And also, this will, when you're plugged into shore power, this will charge your battery too, your house battery. So it's a distribution panel. It also converts AC to DC, plus it charges your battery. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so when you're bringing your slide room in, there's a button right here. When you're bringing your slide room in, of course you do this so it fits, right? You got to flip that up. Well, you got it flipped up, you can see there's like a foot locker here. You got more storage, but you want it in that position when you're bringing it in. Wardrobe here, and all the drawers, everything you'd expect. Emergency window here. Okay. So now we have the bathroom here. The sink and shower work like any other sink and shower, of course. You've got a powered vent here. The switch for the light switch and the fan switch. Now, like RVs do, this toilet sits right over a black tank. So you see you have your flush pedal right here. So you can't use it dry, meaning the tank below can't be dry. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, of course. Then you come in here, you put a dose of chemical right in the bowl. Then you step on the pedal and hold it down till at least a gallon of water goes into the tank below along with the chemical. You can put more water, some people prefer more, but don't use any less than that. And then you're all set. If you don't do that, that's considered using it dry, and it'll get clogged up, for one thing, plus the smell will be terrible, so you always want chemical and water in it before you use it. If you dump the tank and or if you dump and flush your tank and you're going to stay for another week, then you'd repeat it after you've dumped your tank. You put chemical and at least a gallon of water in there. Okay? Alrighty, so let's see if I forgot anything. The obvious stuff. You obviously have a TV there. And some hookups there. Alrighty. So I guess that covers it. Like I said, the front end, we'll go over that with you when you pick up. So, okay. So I want to thank you for purchasing your motorhome here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof every 90 days. That's important. It should be part of your regular maintenance. You're just protecting your investment. If you go under a low branch and it damages something, you want to know about it. And right now this is winterized, so there's antifreeze in the system. The water heater is bypassed and empty right now. Always make sure you have water in your water heater before you use it, okay? Thank you.